What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we did the first part of the first trial for episode 5, Rise from the Ashes, and now we're going to do part 2 of the first trial. It's kind of weird, but you'll get used to it. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Wow. Wow. I try to get your sister off the hook. I'm the only attorney that can get her innocent, by the way, and you give me attitude? Fuck you. So mean to me. At least Maya was nice, but you're just a bully. I hate you, Emma. Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you pedal, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Holla, partner. Hey, this guy, I hate him. I hate everyone, honestly. They say they say you show red cloth to a bull, it's sure to fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Though I'd come take a look see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the place locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? What does that even mean? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edge was seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. Indeed. So Mrs. Starr wasn't mistaken? Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. We always do. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Oh, we're probably swimming in lava. Molten lava. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume. What's up? What's up, motherfuckers? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Uh, well, Edgeworth's off to a great start. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. Well, he probably did that to match his suit. Yeah, his suit is also purple. Actually, the correct term would be magenta. I'm not even sure that's how you pronounce it, but whatever. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. Are we reciting some poem? It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. I don't know. The guy's kind of weird. Well, then I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. Judge Wright, I had requested that the prosecution. This is unacceptable! Okay, Edgeworth, way to be an asshole. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? Okay, I don't think that voice fits him. What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Actually, maybe that voice does suit him. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Oh my god, he must have farted. Who did it? Who on earth is he? Seems serious. It's you. He's just blinking like, really? I have to deal with you? Oh my god, that's really... Oh, hey! It's me, Santa Claus! This time for real! Sorry I'm late, Aji. The roads were packed. Okay, that's not the voice I wanted to give him. It's just me. Long time no see, Aji? How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, busy as Mizzy, Aji, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, yes indeed. Aji seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. I'm sorry, but who are you? Aha, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Eh? Thanks? So sorry about our little worthy giving all the trouble, eh? Oh, he's Canadian. You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Wait, no. What the fuck kind of an accent is that? That accent has no mother, no home, no nothing. Little worthy? Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top ranking police officer in the entire district. Oh my god, it's the game with the blinking. I have a friend that does that to me whenever I act like a retard. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. I'm not sure about the voice I'm giving him. I wanted to give him a better one, but oh well. So, to what do we owe this honor? It's been 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Mrs. Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Mrs. Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On Little Worthy's car, no less. Well, why is it Edward's fault in any way? What's that thing? It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Damn, he's a tall motherfucker. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Oh my god, he's turning badass. See, even Edgeworth is pissing his pants. Have a look at this document where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature. Miles Edgeworth. That's no fair. The day of the crime I had... Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Wow. Edgeworth's voice completely changed. Probably because of the stress. Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder isn't like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes. Just to be sure. I'd like you to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... Bullshit, that switch! Oh my god, I have no idea why, but my words sometimes come off like that. If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore. Priorities. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Can I please go check it out myself? Does the game have to do it for me? Hey, where's that damn switch? Oh, here it is. Oh shit. Whoa, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? No, it's lag. Switchblade knife added to the court record. This doesn't excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife? Sure thing, not a problem, not even a little one, really. Witness testimony, department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here, unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Okay, I need to stop trying to do a Canadian accent, because I always mix it with like an Irish accent or whatever the hell it is. It just comes out as something really weird. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's a hush-hush information, Aji. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Ooh, scary. Order, order, order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? Actually, I'm pretty sure there are people watching the trial, so I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well, however, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Cross-examination, department in disorder. Pardon me? There's evidence of a connection between this knife and Goodman. How about this note? Well, at least for me. Maybe the game doesn't lag for you guys, but I don't know. Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest goodness objection. This knife, this has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest to goodness, what do you mean from the judge? This is great. This guy is really easily amused. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9 too. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Yes, 675, 12-2. So what's this? 6 minus 77s, 12 divided by 2? Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? 12 divided by 21, SL minus 9. When he wrote this note, he was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Gant, you sneaky bastard, what? Order, order! Well, Chief? Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. Right-ho? I don't like that nickname. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? What was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, good show, little worthy. It is a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Why were you hiding it? Asshole. It was a bad day, alright. If it was good. Who was it? On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? Was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Aji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, right? I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This gets sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Well, it's the only thing we don't really know, because he was killed with a knife, and we know when he died, so... So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second, I've heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's a connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gann to testify about the details. So, how exactly do we do that? It's linked, alright. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Hey, you don't say. Well, out with it, Wright. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had written down the numbers on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There does seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. Again with the fucking poker face blinking. He's gonna start laughing. Oh, see? You two make a good pair. It took my man 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Wow. No hope for the fucking policeman. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? And my hopes have plummeted to the ground. Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim in the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well. I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. I have an idea. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. Oh my god, guys, wouldn't it be funny if it was like this, guys, and we have like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? The number is 5842189. Well, that's quite long. That's what she said. And you have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Dickhead. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. 5842189. This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Now let's just go with it. Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? This is what it tells me. Witness. Wouldn't it be more appropriate to call him Mr. Chief of Police? What is that, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. Police department, prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Could this be what like the intro cutscene was about? Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842108-189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with A2. I've forgotten. You even got the first number wrong. The number the chief of police gave us was 584-2189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh ho ho! Sharp as attack, right? Oh, sharp as attack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact time. Exact time, whatever. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location? This is crazy weird. Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. No, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? Oh my god, he's gonna go town on Edgeworth again, isn't he? Edgeworth's such a bitch compared to this guy. The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Oh, it was that guy. And... Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report? Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that the report had nothing to do with the Land and Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Gah! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making that connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then He's doing that thing again. Well, Edgeworth isn't dipshit. No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy. Oh, Ragnar! Terrible joke, dude. What? Now what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, you've been to law school, dude. Rule 2, new evidence may only be submitted if it concerns the case on trial. And how is this relevant? Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until connection was proven in court. And the connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! Edgeworth is so gonna die. Nah, JK. If you thought he was actually gonna die for real. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. You are becoming a thorn in my side, Worthy. There have been rumors. After all, you were in the defendant's chair just last year. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do, you'd better get results this time, really. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Or Mr. Edgeworth. He is being made to apologize like a fucking dog. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. We will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will this be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. Yes, indeed. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. It's a short one, but my throat is killing me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.